How we all doing tonight? Got the water running and gotta get a turn on the light over here. There we go. I mentioned my grocery bags the other day. One of them in action here. Hey, Nan Reader. Hey, Ozzy. How we doing, Fluffy? Good to see you, Will. Got chicken defrosting here. How we all doing this evening? Or afternoon for me? I'm gonna go grab my mug, I'll be right back. Happy to have you, Hedgehog. Should be an interesting one. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I suspect it probably will not turn out well this evening. But I'm going to be turning Caesar dressing, purchased since I purchased my ingredient challenges. I've made Caesar dressing on my stream several times, but I've purchased it today. And I'm going to turn that into a lemon and Caesar dressing frosting for a 4-inch cake. And then I'm going to also use it to marinate chicken. And I'm going to use it as like a Caesar salad, but for a Caesar wrap, I'm going to make wraps. Or a wrap at least. And then I'm also going to use it to bake potatoes in. So that is our plan for dinner tonight. What is a Caesar dressing? Let me go mute my speakers and back. Caesar dressing is actually Mexican in origin. It has nothing to do with Caesar or Greek or Greece or it is a very savory dressing, typically served in a very standardized salad of romaine, specifically romaine lettuce. Caesar dressing. This dressing was made up in a restaurant as a last minute, we have no food, this is what we can make up out of what we have in our back of our kitchen. And the dressing is made up of lemon juice, anchovies, garlic, and there's some other ingredients in there depending on who's doing the definition. But if garlic and anchovy give you a lot of depth and a lot of umami, but they're certainly not dessert fare. Let's see what we've got in this one. Oh, I've skipped the egg in there. There's traditionally raw egg in there too. So it's egg, anchovy. In this case, we've got soybean oil as our primary ingredient, with water as the second ingredient. Sour cream is the third, which is certainly not traditional, but it'll give you some nice funk. And let's see here, which may be their alternative to giving. Well, they have actual egg yolks in here too. Romano cheese instead of Parmesan cheese. Lemon juice concentrate, anchovy, olive oil, xanthan gum to thicken it up. My memory fails me all the time on things like that. Like, I have known and made Caesar dressing countless times, but you put me on the spot and asked me to tell you the ingredients, I can't do it. And what drives me nuts is one of the first jobs I ever applied for is in cooking. Did that to me in the interview. And it was sort of like, really? I can't just quick go to my phone and look it up properly anyways? And this is a restaurant job that, well, let's be honest, it wasn't a restaurant job. It was essentially, it was like a contract work job. And so it wasn't like I would be even making that dressing anyways. They would never have it would be pre-made in a tub sitting in a refrigerator for a month. I mean, I could understand that type of a question if it was, someplace where you're doing that table service, you're making it regular, it's an actual part of your job. Cheers, folks. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you.
It's been a frothy 4 months.
Thank you, Zeeks. Appreciate that resub. How are you doing tonight, fine sir? Where will we start with tonight? Veggie burger. Yeah, I'm sort of curious how this is going to turn out with the potatoes. The potatoes could be like an absolute all-star option here. And I have never really thought of using Caesar dressing for this. But if you think about it, the water is the bigger problem for me in this entire recipe that was listed there, being the second ingredient. The first one being oil is amazing. I mean, it would be great for cooking them. Yukon fries. I guess I'll use a fork for this. I expected that to be softer already. It's been sitting out for a while. Just realized I want the rest of this butter out here still. Better be sharp cheddar so you can taste it. Yeah, some strong stuff. It could work if it's some good strong stuff. Oh, oops. Egg is the next step. We don't need to weigh that. By the way, baking and all that is why you pay attention to this size. That's why they sell them in the different sizes, because bigger ones, there's more to them. They're heavier. Okay, we're getting to the point where we should switch over to a whisk here. And we're just whisking this until it comes completely smooth. We break down all those, any of those sugar and butter clumps in with the egg. Preheating the oven for our cake. Hey Cosmic, welcome in. A little bit of baking powder, baking powder. The reason I keep moving the scales, I don't like working on scales, especially smaller, cheaper ones like this one. Most of these smaller ones all have the same sensor, so it doesn't really, it's just really what preference size you want, sort of a thing. But I don't want to be pounding down on it because it's a small, cheap sensor. Alright, let's find one of my 4-inch rounds here and a lid for it somewhere. The reason the butter's still out here. A little ridge in the inside of that. Locks it in place. Debating flouring that as well. I think I'm going to leave the flour out of this. Just going to go with the butter on the outside. And there we go, there's our cake. Nice first chat there, Yami. It works here. Welcome in. We're a fan of the dad jokes here. So we're gonna go like that. Throw that in the oven. Wait for that to get up to 350 here first. Just Excuse my cough. Okay, is this defrosted yet? Nope. Oh, let's give it a refresh on water. This was absolute ice cube of chicken earlier. Just like 45 minutes ago maybe. This is reminding me I don't have any Stream Pirates going here tonight. I guess I'm still hooked on this a little bit. I think I'm gonna, well, I can't break down the chicken since it's still frozen. That's what I really want to sort of do. Potatoes need to wait until the cake's out of the oven. Salad I don't need to do. I guess we can do our tortilla dough for our wrap. Jarro lard. Not making a ton of tortilla dough tonight, but want to make one big tortilla, which means I might have to deal with my oil that's on the stove because I probably want to get out my flat top. Decisions. Why did I turn you off? I want the fan on. Yeah, let's do a little bit more proper of a measure here. Alright, now that we've worked the majority of that lard that isn't stuck to my fingers here into the flour. Doing okay. doing okay. Got up, got out, did all the, beginning of the month errands. A little bit of warm water in there. I just pulled it off of my tap as far as hot water off my tap, but doing a larger batch or something like that, I'd say maybe just under a boil. Sometimes I use my kettle to heat it up. Let's get the cake in the oven because that's our major time hold up here, our time bottleneck. So cake in the oven. Take a look at that in 20 minutes. All that fun you had yesterday. I mean, I know going to the auto shop is always fun. And just getting this all to come together. Give this a couple more folds. Working in what little bit of flour there I did at the end. Now let's work that in a bit more. Being a bad influence. Got a little bit of more moisture in there with my hand here. And we'll let that set. See how we doing over here, chicken? You're still feeling a little solid in there. Maybe we'll make our frosting ahead of time. Huh, it didn't include my dessert on there. You're right. I thought I wrote it into the command. But I'm making a Caesar dressing and lemon frosting for on top of the cake in the oven. Excuse me. People have gotten banned on Twitch for moaning. There's another one of those words that I definitely think has been watered down in modern day. To me, you ban someone, they're done. You don't come back. There is no return. There is no, it's bye-bye. See ya. And now the modern day interpretation of someone saying you're banned, and it's sort of like, well, for how long? Because it's not just Twitch either. It's across the spectrum of the concept of banned has now become something with a finite time to it. Like someone here brought up the hot tub streams and stuff. And it's like they're gaming like, oh, I get banned for 7 days, but I get how many views off of that 7 days? You know, it's so nice thickness to this stuff. Ooh. Boo, Ozzy. Ooh. Yeah. Stuff still goes bad in a freezer, folks. Just takes a lot longer. I mean, who are these people, really? I mean, who was Chuck? Who is Porterhouse? Who was T-Bone? Let's see what this tastes like, chat. Is it disgusting? No. Does it work on a normal basis? Not really. Someone's gonna know something's up if I tell you that, if I don't tell you that that's a Caesar dressing frosting. I think it's mostly the oil, to be honest. Like, the garlic is really rather inoffensive. There's this little bit of there's a little bit of mustard in there, so there's a little bit of that mustard savoriness that doesn't really work in there. But I think it's mostly the oil that's sort of, like, if you think about a frosting, frostings typically don't have a cheap dressing oil. They have other types of oils or fats in them, typically more flavorful fats. And I might add a little cornstarch to this party too. Trying to think what else I could do to work with that to like, I'm trying to think of other ingredients, like maybe some sort of fruit or something that I could add to that to take those flavors and make it almost seem like a funkiness to the fruit. Like, I didn't buy any at the store, but I was debating getting some white chocolate with this too. I think the white chocolate would work well with this, but I don't know about with the mustard or not. Well, I've already got lemon in here, so I've already added more lemon juice on purpose to dial back the other flavors in this. White chocolate would certainly give you that cooling effect that it does, and I think overall it would probably, like, I think it would be beneficial, but like I said, I don't know that the mustard would play well with it at the same time. Otherwise, I think it would be beneficial. I'm also thinking maybe like something in the mango or pineapple like department, something a little more tropical, but can be, you can have some more funky flavors to it. durian. If you think about it, going with some of those savorier flavors. I'm thinking more fruits and stuff like that would go, like mango and pineapple are things that you'll actually find in like curries or stews, or like the other night with the pork. Take a look at that cake, that baby cake of ours. It is a bit different, Ozzy, yeah. But it rewards people for paying a bit more attention to the game. I'm looking at that and I want to give that another couple moments in there. The outsides are looking nicely browned. I'm going to drop the temp down to 300 from 350. Not that I expect the oven to drop that quickly in temp, but it has lost a bunch of temperature from me opening it. And now that cornstarch is doing what I wanted with it, it's now thickening up a bit more. I didn't want to add that much more sugar into it and spend the money on the sugar when I knew the cornstarch would probably do a better job of thickening it. Orange would be fine too. But it's right there with the lemon. The problem with adding more citrus or other citruses in there is you're adding more liquids in there, so you're making a larger batch too. And as far as flavors, I wasn't thinking of things that I would necessarily put in the frosting, but would be in there with the cake. Like, you know, typically cakes you'll have jams or other types of fruit fillings in there along with the frosting. And I was thinking more along that line. You could do like the center layer where you do a piping of of frosting on the outside of it, and then you put the jam in the center. Strawberries are yummy, but I don't know if they would hide these flavors. I'm thinking of these savory flavors. Still spreading a little too much for my legs, but we'll see how that does after we let it set for a bit. Mango's probably a good choice there. I'm not a huge mango nut myself, so I don't know for sure. Like, I don't know the flavor of mango that well, that I could be like, yeah, it'll handle all those flavors nicely. I was sort of thinking of the actual, like, off flavor of pineapple that I talked about the other night when I was cooking with pineapple, where I absolutely do not like the flavor of canned or jarred pineapple juice, and that, like, metallic, like, flavor that you get from the canned or processed pineapple. You get a little bit in the wild pineapple, but it's much more influenced in the production stuff. I'm not doing croutons tonight, but yes, croutons are a classic ingredient in our Caesar salad. I didn't really go through and say the full Caesar salad ingredients there. Besides the Caesar dressing and romaine lettuce, traditionally it is nice blocky croutons and Parmesan or some nice hard Italian cheese. I am going to skip the croutons because I am going for the wrap. And while croutons would probably be traditional and proper in that sense, I don't want them in the middle of a wrap. How we doing on our map here? Are we done with our... Oh, we got a lot more finding to do here. Yeah, we're moving you, buddy. Looking over here on Pirates. Sorry, I'm not showing chat. I'm not showing chat. But we're getting the fires converted here. Which, for me, the quest is primary. If we can do other stuff and under the timer, that's cool too. But, primary is the quest, and then we can move on to another map if it isn't that exciting, or if there's more stuff to do, we'll do it. Let's leave you like this. I missed the dad joke. I'm gonna have to check that out here in a moment. Ah, come on. That doesn't work for either of them, funny-wise. And for oil on this, we'll just do a light coating of oil. Oops, wrong side. That side. Get that nice shine going back with that. So that when we roll this out, it turns out all right. We're going to allow that to rest again. Let's see what this cake's looking like. There we go. Now that thing's cooked. Now we're cooked. Splitting a bit more than I expected, but so we'll let that cool down and settle a little bit. But we have to wait for that to cool for us to do our icing. Can I push you back anymore? No, that's not going to work over there. Don't want to throw it in the fridge. Sort of want to, but don't want to because of everything else in the fridge. Want to keep things cool in there. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. The metal pan should help actually probably cool it more than keep it hot. Fluffy just loves all my baked goods. Ozzy. Yeah, he does bounce around quite a bit, but what it does is as soon as it's out of targets in its kill pattern or search pattern, it bounces around to its next discovered target that it finds most interesting, which isn't necessarily always the best target as far as getting quests done or stuff. So that's where I have to watch it and move it around for best results. But right now, I think we're supposed to be getting all the fires, or are we supposed to be getting all the wolves? Oh, I guess we're supposed to be getting all the wolves. There's a couple of different targets for each of these maps the quest switches between. Are we finally able to do this chicken? Nice. 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 Ooh, these are actually not, that's not too bad there. That one I'm going to cut down. That one I'm going to cut down too. So that's actually pretty thin jobber there. So I'm going to stick with that one. I'm going to grill these, but I'm going to do a quick grilling with them. So that way, yeah, these thicker ones, like this one, I'm going to cut them down in size a little bit. Just so that they, you know, 10 years ago, people might think that that was a full breast or a half breast. Full breast is 2 breasts. This is still pretty thick here, so I'm going to butterfly this half. Like that is, I've seen some airline breasts that are quite literally that size. This is still a bit thick, so I'm going to butterfly this too. Yeah, sodas has definitely gone up in price. I remember it being, yeah, like you're saying $4.99. I remember since I've been living in Northern California, I remember going to, I think it was Target used to do buy 5 for $20. They'd give it to you in like Target cash or something like that. I forget what it was. It was a while ago. finished our island. We beat our quest. And so all of us are getting 3 pearls, a map fragment, and some XP for the ship. We have Ozzy and John Rando in here along with Fluffy helping out, and our Fluffies. Ooh, Cornbreads. Cornbread has dethroned Fluffy on the ship. Poor Fluffy. And let's do another progression map. There's another map that we can do here that I toyed with the other night on Minecraft, where it's more like we're just going to win stuff, and it's not really as far as progression, is more of a progression. I've been focusing more on these progression ones. There's things that I do like and don't like about this one versus Raiders. They both have their benefits and detriments or issues. I've had that feedback in the past too, Ozzy, and that's sort of partially why I dropped doing Raiders, is because I had feedback that it was too distracting to the overall stream. To those here for just strictly the food, which I do try to somewhat stay with, at least on Twitch. Am I gonna do a oh yeah, I am doing a marinade with these. I'm throwing them in with the Caesar dressing. Distracting in what form, Ozzy? You have to keep going back? Because I was under the impression that maybe it was less so because it's 2 units on a regular basis versus just 1. Add a bit of Worcestershire. I wish I had some garlic powder. I keep forgetting to buy more. But I would put some garlic powder in there. I'm going to put some onion powder in there instead. We're going to add some salt and pepper and MSG. Might as well just throw that right on the chicken. Yeah. At the same time, I don't think it's... I think that's only if you're min-maxing sort of a thing, too. debating if I want to throw that other lemon in there or not. I think I'm just going to leave that out for right now. The other question is, do we add any mustard in there? We already got some mustard in there with the dressing, so I think I'm going to say no. It does allow me to designate spots to look for it, but I have to be watching too, and yeah. Well, sink's full for the night. Nice crust. I'll let that side air out and dry a bit. Mix our chicken. The food safety nuts are going nuts right now with me having chicken here with the finished cake. It's not a good plan. Even with it being sealed in a bag. It's just not a good plan. I'm still doing it though, chat. So, deal. So we'll allow that to hang out until we're ready to fry it or grill it. That just had water in it. This had lard on it. We'll get rid of you. Let's burp this bag. Coffee's all gone. What am I gonna drink with all the coffee gone? Yeah, but what I was getting at, Ozzy, is I don't think you have to. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't played a whole lot as a player on the player side of this. Maybe you just gotta up your Alt-Tab game. Where's my water glass? Where's my water glass? Oh, so your characters don't move around like mine? Only mine moves around? Yeah, that's sort of a negative on that. It makes me think they're more interested in getting you hooked and hanging out with them than hanging out with, their community. Because that's a programmed behavior. Well, that's clearly just your inferior level and lack of alt tab skills, Ozzy. Like you got to get better at being a pirate. Have you even, practiced your pirate speaking skills tonight? I mean, these are all critical to the game's function. He's also what level now? I can't upgrade him again. He's already level 4. Yeah, Ozzy, look at Fluffy. The other side of the bridge. I haven't even looked. Are we getting close to what we need to do here on this battle? Vegemite. Almost like... You want to think of devious licks and things you can do to people that you feed them one thing and expect it to be another. There's some chocolate products that I have seen out there in the world that have a texture and a gloss near identical to this. Like, that reminds me very much of refrigerated ganache. It's a little thick for Nutella, but yeah, it's right there with Nutella too. I need another whisk. Maybe just to make things interesting, let's add a little heat in here. No problem. Whoop that map. So, Chaz, is there more interesting stuff that we should be pursuing on this map, on this island? Or should we ship off? And start heating the oven up to 400 for roasting our taters. I'm debating whether I want to have these or not because roasting time and potato candy. I'm not familiar if that's an actual dish or if you're just saying I should make candies from potatoes. I would not be shocked if someone turns the starches of potatoes into a candy. I'm sure plenty of businesses do that without you wanting to know. Though most of those have probably converted to corn at this point, just because cheaper. Yay, subsidies. I'm going to reuse this, parchment and all. Going in a 400-degree oven. I don't think it's going to be ruined by having a pan on it for a little bit. Trying to not touch them too much, disturb their coating. I've seen tahinis that look like this too, if we want to talk about foods that also look like other things. Vegemite and Caesar dressing. Let's just do a wipe down. Let's just do a wipe down. Give that a moment to dry, the alcohol to dry off. Mashed potato, powdered sugar, and peanut butter. Yeah, I've seen some things along that line. I've done a taro recipe that I don't think is too far off of that. That's essentially mixing taro paste with sugar, and then it's rolled in like powdered sugar or some other drying agent, so you can pick it up as individual pieces, but it'd still be soft and chewy. Let's see what we got here. how flexible our frosting is here. That still flows a bit too much for me. So I'm going to add a bit more cornstarch to that. I'm probably going to keep reminding myself until I run out. But chat, I need to buy cornstarch. Or maybe I'll buy potato starch or something else this time. Now there's one candy that maybe chat should remind me around the holidays about, but I'm sort of tempted to make, I've made candied citrus and stuff like this before, but I haven't ever tried to make Turkish delights of any source, any type. That being a jam or a jelly that's been solidified and dried, and then well, rather is so full of sugar that it doesn't completely solidify, but it's still solid, jelly-like, cube-like, and then they coat them in sugar. And I might have overdid it that time, but I think we're okay here. I'm going to give that a moment to hang out and do its thing. Let's throw our potatoes into this 400-degree oven back here. Yeah, I'm going to wait on this and allow this to absorb that little bit of starch. We're going to put our cake on hold then. Guess we're back to rolling dough here for our tortilla. This is definitely on the drier end of doughs I've made lately. and so it's being a pain. It's not rolling as thin as I would like it, as easily as I would like. Dad joke. Dad joke, you should know better. That's an October joke. That's a bit better, dad joke. The uncle response to that one is that alcoholics go to meetings. Where's your soap meeting? Or not alcoholics, but rather addicts. But alright, we're getting close here. This is still a bit thinner than I do typically my flour tortillas. I mean, it's not thick by any standard, but it's thinner than the press does, but it's thicker than I like. I hope I don't have to add any milk to this to loosen it up. right on the edge there of doing so. Like, that is... I put a bit too much starch in there the next time. How we doing on our island? We ready to move on here? I can't get to it. There we go. Just barely getting into that fire. Oh, we might need to turn that fan on high here for our potatoes. I think we might be, making some smoke tonight with those potatoes. I'll open the window here too, just in case. Next to my flowering orchid. Can't hardly see it, but there's 3 blooms on it right now. So those that are just coming in here, I already did give a very light coat of oil to this pan, so it should be all right and ready just for our tortilla here. And we're hoping, I mean, I've only got one here, so I do think I'm going to add a little milk to this. You might crash. Don't crash. Crashing's bad. Have a nice night to sleep. I hope you rest well. It's still a bit thick. That better do it. There we go. Alright, let's do our tortilla. Or our wrap. Turn the flame off, but cast iron is going to have enough heat to continue cooking that. Do I do a piping bag, chat? I ain't doing any fancy tips. No fancy tip work on this stream. finished our quest. I got a reward. What did I get for that one? Oh, we're up to level 20 now? What did I get for that one? Winter Gunner. I got a skin, I think. We're going off to the right. How are these taters looking? Ooh. I'm turning the temp down on these potatoes. I'm liking the look, but I'm not liking the idea if they get burnt or go darker than that. Like, the stuff in the pan's looking a little dark, but all the stuff that's on the potatoes is looking fine. I just don't want to go any hugely darker. And so I dropped the oven from 400 to 300 now. We're just going to cook them through and allow the potatoes to get soft. The bad advice: I just don't like being put on the spot. I didn't like being put on the spot for that. Air bubble there. And then Baker's trick, the uneven top. It didn't go on the bottom. It's not going on the top like this. We're turning you upside down just like that, so we get that nice even top on top of it. Another one that I avoid for stream there that is any of the alert sounds, any of the startling stuff, the purposely startling stuff especially, because, yeah, knives. Maybe should have put a tack in that to hold it nice and even. Yeah, let's put a something in there. And we'll see how much rollover we get on that from the cake to the lower section there. I might need to do a little side action here. I think I'm actually going to do that. Do a little piping underneath this layer here, just to sort of fill in. We'll allow that to settle, and it should come out nice and somewhat smooth, almost like a ganache. Yeah, almost. That's what I'm shooting for as far as this tonight. And I'm just adding a little bit more in the areas where it needs a bit more gravity. I think we're good with that. I don't think I need the excess Caesar dressing frosting. Potatoes are looking okay. I think it's time to get started on this chicken. And maybe this salad that the chicken's going to go into. Yeah, let's do them. Let's do the salad after the chicken. Let's do up the salad first. I got this from the good grocery store as far as veggies, and so these are some monster romaine that we got here. They're not exactly the tallest romaine that I've dealt with, but those are thick. Toss that. Something's been eating that already. Yep, that's just some dirt we're gonna wash off. Skip the real heart of that. I don't mind the scares so much if I were like playing a game or something like that where, you know, the where the downsides of dying in the game are much lesser than losing a finger or part of a finger. Give that a good rinse in the water. Pull off the basket. How dare I, Fluffy? And 2 hours is not enough. We'll ditch that water there. Defrosted the chicken in this before, so we're giving this a complete wash, making sure all of this gets hit with soap before we go from defrosting chicken to fresh salad. I think the real key to success there, Fluffy, is not staying up all night playing Minecraft. The world will still be there when you wake back up. At least the Minecraft world, we hope. Let's not get into doom and gloom. Yeah, every once in a blue moon that can't sleep thing hits me too. It's a bummer, especially when you got something to do the next day. And the thing is it typically hits you when you have something to do next day, whether it's, you know, crucial or not, because it's some sort of nerves thing, at least in my experience. So now we have our hopefully bug-free. Hopefully there wasn't a caterpillar in there. I'm seeing bite marks as if there was one in there at one point. Hopefully that's moved on in life and it wasn't in there when we chopped it all up and I don't have bits of caterpillar in there. It's not the protein that I'm worried about, John. Hello, good sir. I had 2 towels here. Oh well. Bare hand one side here. That is warm. There we go. We'll start heating that up for our chicken. A little bit of a warm up on the tortilla to keep it flexible. Excuse my cough there, apologize. I don't think the rabbit's gonna hear it if you're typing in chat, Buns. Or did you mean you were talking to the gecko? You see, Fluffy had to come here to see the hedgehog. maybe a little overblown from the other night. I upped the gamma there, and I might have overblown that a little bit. Almost done with our taters. How are these looking down here? Are these burnt already? Ooh, those are looking good. Those are looking good. They didn't burn at all. They didn't char at all. A little bit on the pan, but not on the taters. Tempted to dress this lettuce, but we need this and the chicken done first. And that's our taters. I'm going to turn the oven off and just let them sit down there until I'm ready for them. What drink am I having with dinner tonight? I think I'm having water with dinner tonight. I don't think I'm being too exotic or sexy tonight with my food. No booze tonight. I still haven't splurged on a new bottle of bourbon. And, well, Zinfandel just doesn't really go for this. It's a bit heavy for this. bit of that real Parmesan with the salad tonight. That's just a little bit I'm going to mix in with everything, minus that chunk there that I'm just going to chew on. If I can make it in my mouth. It's already cooling down. I think I'm going to throw this in the oven. Here's our Vegemite and Caesar dressing taters. Oops. There we go, chat. Yeah, I bumped the camera. Those are looking yum. They don't. I'm worried that they look burnt on camera, but they don't. They look gorgeous. Look. This whole dinner, other than dessert, I mean, dessert's a savory sweet play, but the salad, the chicken marinade, the potatoes, they're all savory bitter plays. The salad greens are bitter in comparison to the savory, fatty Caesar dressing. Potatoes, the Vegemite is giving us that bitter component to go against our Caesar, and the potatoes are just yummy background. Not much color where I don't have a direct flame going there, even with leaving them there longer. Nope, that still needs to go longer. That still needs to go longer. It's our first second flip. I like that emote, Cosmic. I gotta try a tater. Mmm. Yeah, we definitely have the bitter there from the Vegemite. We had the flavor there from the... I want some heat with this. I almost want to add some more heat in there. I'm getting lingering heat though. So maybe after a couple of them will be cool. Finished our raid with 10 minutes to go. Hey, Pablo. I just called you Pablo when your name is very obviously not Pablo. Bobo Mojo? There we go. It's a little closer. What kind did you get? Did you get like a back saver, or did you get like a chambered sailor, like one of the big boys? Why didn't you get no color? Why didn't you cook? At least cooked piece is the first one that's done. Chamber sealer, nice. I've been holding out for one of those for the most part. But I also haven't been doing the due diligence to find a proper deal on one. So I don't have one. Have you tried out anything with it? Have you tried compressing fruit or anything with it? Like that's one of the things you can do if you don't have just one of those small little ones, like a what do you call it, saver. The chambered sealers that have more pressure and have like a proper vacuum behind them, proper vacuum generator or pump. You can actually do things like compressed watermelon and stuff like that, where it gives them a bunch new flavor. I do sous vide every once in a while. I don't pull it out because it's a little bit of a hassle. A lot of the time. I mean, between big thing of water and all that, you know, it's a little like. Or did you mean were you asking if I was gonna sous vide anything tonight? Are we too much of a cracker? Don't crack on me. Don't crack. We're cracking. My tortilla got too crusty. We're a fail on that. That beautiful tortilla got too crusty. I think I got all the chicken out of there yet. Plan B. We're gonna plan B this up with the salad. Oh, I'm on a roll tonight. we're not completely lost. You nailed it, Hedgehog. That is the plan. Is this now becomes tortilla chips. Still a little bit tender, but definitely a little too dried out at the same time. I don't want to mix them into the whole batch of lettuce, just into what I'm putting here for dinner. And then our lightly grilled chicken. And there is our remedied failed Caesar wrap. Grab a photo or two for the Discord. There we go. And let's plate our cake. I think we'll call it here for Pirates since we're wrapping up the stream here. We're finishing up dinner. I'm ready to go eat. Our potatoes. I went a little heavy on the Vegemite on those. So you might want to go lighter on the Vegemite if you're not as much of a fan. But those are tasty. If I reapproach these, I'd probably do them for 300 for a while and then finish them at 400. Reverse it. Instead of starting off at 400 and going down to 300. Yep, I'm even taking photos of the Caesar dressing frosting cake. Excuse me. So the real question tonight, and I think the real question that chat has for me tonight, is what is this like? Right? Am I right with that one, chat? Is everyone curious how this turns out? Cake looks great. Break that bad boy in half that I just cut there. Oh. It's one of those cases where there's just something not right about it. And you can tell there's not something quite right about it. But it's not horrendous at the same time. I sort of want something else to take the flavor out of my mouth, though. Fruit might have helped. I think it's mostly that anchovy is just powering through. It's just like I didn't even get the mustard to it that I got earlier with just the frosting. The cake actually did a great job, I think, of burying that mustard note. But that initial fishiness note to, yeah, I don't think that's a winner, chat. It's edible. But I think I'm going to live with that as being what I ate out of that. And I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of this before I go and play some Minecraft a little bit later. Midget, there is most likely a market for that. There is, especially in the Asian markets, you have a lot of people that love that fermented, fishy, and they put it in all sorts of things. Unfortunately, at this point, though, I think it's time for me to go and enjoy my dinner. Seeing who's out there tonight. I think I'm going to call it there, folks. I want to thank you all for joining in with me tonight. I think dinner turned out all right. Add a bit more Parmesan here on top of our salad. Guess who does that hurt? Hey. Why don't we just do some Parmesan over here too, you know? Why not? It's only, what, 20 bucks a pound? Something like that. Alright folks, hope to see you back on Kick a little bit later on. We'll be going over there after I finish dinner and hang out and relax a little bit, decompress. Excuse me, trying to hiccup and talk. Other plans, going to be back here on Friday. And I already have forgotten what I have planned for Friday. But I wrote something in the dinner command. And yeah, the dinner command isn't working from my Stream Deck. Yay. Let's remind myself what I said I was going to do for dinner on Friday. Burritos! We're going to do chicken burritos on Friday. So, I can reapproach the giant tortilla that didn't fold properly for me. We can correct that wrong. Thank you all for joining in with me tonight. I had actually a decent amount of fun making this tonight. I was a little too worried that this was going to be boring. It turned out pretty good. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I hope you all have a great night. Good night.